And welcome, everyone. You guys are tuning in to House of Spiritual Vibes Radio here on Zoom, joining us live here on YouTube. So, today's show, we're going to be discussing the solar eclipse, the burning ring of fire. What is burning your ass? So, we're going to be talking about the energies that this solar eclipse has brought to us, how to work with this energy, and we're going to be making a lot of recommendations for you guys. So, like always, if you guys would like to go ahead and take note, get your paper and your pen, get ready to write down some information that we are going to be giving to you here today. So, bringing you guys today's video is me, Nina Soul, and joining us live, as always, our lovely sister Bruja co-host, Cass, la sassy Bruja. Cass, la sassy.
Hey.
And Chimo's gonna be joining us.
Chimo's somewhere. She's coming. She's
coming.
She's in the Ethernet, right?
She's in the ethers. I'm gonna go ahead and knock on her ether door once again and see if she's.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, because she's saying it's not letting her in. The link I sent her is not letting her in. There she is.
There she is. And Chimo.
Can't nothing stop us.
Right. Oh my goodness. So I'm trying to wait. How am I gonna do this? Let's see. I gotta pull up the chat so I can read the chat. There we go.
Yeah.
That's the window I need. Okay. So the solar eclipse, and we're gonna talk about the difference too with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse because they're both very different energies. So today we're gonna be really focusing on the solar eclipse, and we're also going to be doing a moonology. Cass La Sassy Bruja is going to be doing a moonology for each person here that goes ahead and shares this live stream. Make sure you guys share it. Make sure you guys thumbs up. Make sure y'all follow, hit the bell, all that stuff. Whatever buttons we offer, go ahead and hit them. Go ahead and smash them buttons. Yeah, so let's see. Where should we start, Cass? What you got on your notes over there, sis?
The Ring of Fire eclipse.
The Ring of Fire.
That's what this solar eclipse is being called. It's in the sign New Moon in Gemini. It's all about communication, and with Mercury retrograde, it could cause a lot of confusion and misunderstandings. So the best advice during these troubled times is to let it go. Be like Elsa. Let that shit go.
Let that shit go.
Let it go. Don't fight it.
It's hard to though. Sometimes it's hard to.
But I had, you got to just shut it.
Let it go.
Just shut it. Stay positive.
Yeah.
Avoid negative talking, self-talk, and talking about others. But it is a good time to set intentions because it is the new moon.
Yeah.
So, is it a good time to manifest? With it being like a chaotic type.
See, I don't get chaotic vibes from it. I get is a lot like the retrogrades is whatever is not balanced, you're gonna come face to face with that.
Yeah.
And that's what, so it's like, I don't know, like it's not so much chaotic. It's not chaotic unless you have a lot of baggage that you haven't sorted through.
That's true.
Then it's gonna be chaotic because it's our own fault because we should be keeping up with our shit. It's just like our laundry. Like we're not gonna let pile up, like we handle it, little by little. That way it's a lot less to deal with on the day that it comes up, like, I don't know. I imagine like it's more chaotic when you're like down to your last pair of chonies and you're like, what am I gonna wear tomorrow? Then if you
washing that shit in the sink.
Yeah, you gotta start. Then if you keep up with it, you always you get to pick which day what choni you want to wear. That's how I see it. It's like that. Like I feel like it would be Where are my notes at? Where did I put them notes? Oh, I dropped them. I have put, oh, so I think it's a good time for clarity. It's for me with what I feel the solar. Okay, so maybe let's start with how are the two different? Because the solar eclipse happens during the day when the sun and the moon meet, and then the lunar eclipse is when the sun is setting, right?
No,
it's blocking. The Earth is blocking.
Oh, the Earth is blocking.
It's like the ball. You know, we got Earth here. The sun is on this side, and the moon is on this side. So
that's how it is.
Yeah, but in this case, it was Earth, Moon, Sun. You know, so the moon blocked out. It wasn't a total eclipse because the moon is not big enough to block out the sun. That's why it's called the annular, the ring of fire.
The ring of fire.
Right.
Whereas if it was the opposite way, the moon would completely be gone. You know, because the Earth is bigger than the moon. But
you know, there was a story that I had read one time that talked about how the moon and the sun are they're soulmates and they're lovers.
I could see that.
When the eclipse happens, when the solar eclipse happens, it's when it's the only time that they get to come face to face to see each other.
Interesting.
All right,
a little
beautiful.
A little love story.
A little love story.
Yeah,
With the sun and the moon. I thought that was adorable. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we got Cuz is here. She said that she shared. Hi, Mary Jane. She said hello, beautiful ladies and everyone. Stacy is here. She said hello. I'm finally here. Johnny Dragon is here. Johnny Dragon said hi, Nina Soul, and everyone too. Let's see. Awesome. Oh, Mary Jane said that she shared.
I got it down.
Said that she shared on Facebook.
Stacy said she shared.
Becky?
Who else?
You said Becky Cass?
No, Stacy.
Oh, Stacy.
Yeah. So I also feel that the solar eclipse is a really good time for truth spells. Like if you're wanting to like face the truth about certain things, or you're wanting to let somebody like reveal a truth, reveal something to somebody, or you want somebody to reveal something to you. I feel that solar eclipses are really good at anything that like when it comes to coming like face to face with the unknown. I feel like that's also
I think that because you have to confront certain things, you know, like it's the new moon, you know, new opportunities, new things to manifest. And if you're not, you know, tackling on what your blockages are, you know what I mean, facing what you need to face, you know, how are you gonna welcome that the blessings in,
right?
You know. I think it's a good time to reflect. I think it's a really good time to reflect, self-care, grounding, because this type of celestial event will basically determine the next 6 months. You know, we're feeling these effects for a while.
Was that Chimu? Anything you want to share? Is there something you wish to share?
I said that too loud, didn't I? Fuck.
You did.
But it's true though. Like it's true though, because a lot of times these eclipses do overlap each other as far as like, you know, their celestial meanings when they, you know, coincide, you know, with other planets and retrogrades and things like that, you know. So typically, like I always say, like these are portals. No matter which eclipse you're using, like they are full on portals. Like things go quickly, things go fast, but the same way one door goes like this, open, the next one is gonna slam shut, you know, because everything moves fast, you know.
Right.
But I do feel like with these, we got like four eclipses this year.
Yeah, there's a lot. They happen more often than we really know.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah, they do. And for this year of 2021, there's 4 of them. So truthfully, this solar eclipse that the energy is here, you know, that's still going to coincide with the next one that comes in November. And that's literally like almost 3 to 6 months in that range. You know what I mean? So can you imagine though? It's like you got to be careful too, like what you put out there in those portals that you're using.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Because you may sit over here and put something out there, whether it be good or bad, whatever the fuck it is, you know. Do understand that next portal is the next eclipse, and that's going to reveal or show to you or manifest for you the way you want it to or the way you need it to. Not that you didn't want it to, but the way that you need it to, because want and need are 2 different fucking things.
Yeah.
So eclipses will show you those things, you know. Definitely show you those things. So yeah, 6 months, and I'm like, fuck. Got a lot of work to do, boo.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I always say during eclipses, I think it's good for both lunar and solar. I think it's a good time for like a shadow working type of thing. You know what I mean? Because for me, like the way I see a solar, that for me, that's more like of a masculine type of energy, right? However, you do have a new moon, which is that feminine energy who's blocking that sun, but they make that corona, that crowning, you know what I mean? And it's almost like, look, eclipse seasons can really fucking clip things out, even if you think it's still potential, they will still wipe things out. But they will still also bring blessings. So it's like that duality, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with the eclipse. That's what I say. You just have to be real careful with the eclipse. And the way that, and the positionings that they're in, because this one is the solar in Gemini, right? And like Cass said, it's like Gemini chitter chatter over here. And then you got Mercury retrograde, and you know, it deals a lot with communication and how we are communicating collectively together. And that's very interesting that this is coming up with all bullshit that has been arising. So it's interesting to see that concept. You know what I mean? That's my opinion.
Yeah. Uncovering lies and deceit.
That's for damn sure. You know what? Okay, so the solar eclipse. Check this one out. I don't want to say too much without saying too much.
I hear you trying to filter.
Question: what's a new moon? We all know what a new moon is, right? Do you see a new moon though? Have you ever seen a new moon? No, right?
No.
When there's a new moon in cycle in the sky, you do not see it. You know, therefore it is a new moon or a dark moon, however moon you want to call it, because there's a difference between a new moon and a dark moon. Anyways, the only time you get to see this new moon energy is in a solar eclipse. So now, can you just imagine the type of now energy that the sun has given to the moon in a way that we physically cannot see a new moon, only when it comes through in the solar eclipse, you know? So those type of eclipses are very interesting to do certain interesting things. But it's just something for a food for thought. If we never see a new moon, yet we see it in the solar eclipse, come on now, like, really? That's the only time you get to see that type of moon. But then that moon packs a powerful punch too when you want to work with it.
Yeah.
And that's why, like Cass says, this type of energy does prolong for 3 to 6 months because of that energy that it's gained from the sun, you know?
Yeah, I feel like that's also telling us something, as sometimes we need to work in the dark before we present things to people and let them know what we're doing. Because I just did a reading for my Patreons that it talked a lot about not telling everybody your plans until you've started that process. Like when you're already there,
I'm a firm believer of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's very true.
Yeah, I feel like the solar eclipse could also, because it's almost like because all you really do see is that ring, which the ring of fire is like protection, and then the center of it is like dark and secretive. So it's like protecting your secrets, protecting your plans, your ideas, until you're ready to reveal them.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like 6 months into what you're doing is like a good time, because then you've already been doing it for 6 months. So I feel like even with that, how Sister Cass said that energy lingers for about 6 months after.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like 6 months is like, that's already half a year when you can start talking about what you've been up to and what you've been doing.
It'll take us all the way to December.
Mm-hmm.
Right into the new year. Start planning again, getting ready for the intentions of 2022. Damn, that sounds weird saying that.
Yeah, 2022.
2022.
I feel like it's like one of those fucking lawyer numbers, like
22.
Yeah, I said, right? Who's that? That's somebody's. Whose is that?
It's one of those insurance. What is it? The lawyers, the accidental lawyers.
Yeah.
Turner, Lerner, and
Turner, Lerner. Yeah. 22. Yeah, that's what I thought about. That's what it is. That's a commercial in Chicago. Y'all already know which one.
It's so funny because when we were in New Orleans, it was the same guys, but I think the number was like 55555, something like that. It was like some crazy numbers. I was like, those are the same guys from. I was like, then they're everywhere.
That's funny. Well, not for nothing. It's like the next eclipse that's gonna happen after today. It's November. I want to say 19th, but Google it. It's in November, and it's a partial lunar, and it's in Taurus actually. Yeah. Ooh. It's in Taurus too. That means the whole moon is not going to be red, because typically that also links into your lunar eclipses as your blood moons.
There are 4 eclipses this year. There's 2 lunar and 2 solar. I'm trying to see the dates. Here we go. Okay, you're right. The partial lunar is November 19th, and then the total solar eclipse is December 4th.
That's gonna be a good one too. So it's like this whole year from May until the end of the year. But if you think about it, that's your 6 month span.
That's your 6 months ending right there with that total. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What do you guys think of doing spell work to expose somebody? Chimu. I like looked at Chimu like.
Well,
are they
seeing as as it's in Gemini, and Geminis are known for, I don't want to say, sound so rude, two-faced. But
this is me being a Gemini. That was Cassie. I literally saw a Gemini when she said that right now.
But with Geminis having, two sides to them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, if you try if it's within good reason, I think, yep, I would.
It's a perfect time for it, actually.
It's right.
It falls really good into it on what, today is.
Yeah.
The miscommunication and shit like that, you know what I mean? So I would say, yeah, for sure.
Right.
This would be a good day for that. And like I said, because it's almost like that mirror effect, you know what I mean? Like there's no way that you see a new moon in the sky, and the only way to see it is during a solar eclipse. So that's almost like revealing itself, and you know what I mean? For sure.
One of the ways that you can definitely like a spell that I could recommend from that I've personally used is you can charge a moon. You can charge a mirror. I'm sorry. You could charge a mirror with the solar eclipse energy, and you can use that in spell work to reveal. I didn't notice how much I've actually worked with mirrors. Like I've worked with mirrors so much for like revealing and protection and like back to senders and stuff. And I was like, you can charge a mirror with the solar eclipse energy and then and use that so that somebody could reveal themselves. Like if they're not being truthful and they're not being 100% real with themselves or with other people, and you need them to like just, sometimes people have a hard time admitting things, so it's easier for them to like kind of like false flag or like play a role than what it is as be 100, which that charging a mirror with the solar eclipse energy, you can use that as like you've now captured that energy in something that you can use to direct it.
Right. Yeah. Which one would be one of your favorite eclipse to work with? Have you thought of one? What eclipse would you work more than the other? Let's just say.
I don't know. I guess it would all depend on what it's like, what it's for. Like what the energy is. And that's the thing is that I don't really stick with a certain one. If I know what the energy is of a specific eclipse coming up and I'm like, I could definitely use that shit right now, then I go ahead and I go for it. But I don't really like, when is the next when is the next one, because that's specifically the one that I work with. I can't say I have one that I mean, I'm sure if I had like complete success with one, I'd be like, like, oh, this is going to be the one that we're like this. And I know that every time I do a working, that is, but like, I just kind of like whatever, tap into whatever is necessary at that time.
And that's true. And only because it's like, these eclipses do not fall obviously in every, like in the same position. You know what I mean? These eclipses do, and it's both lunar and solar. These eclipses do travel through the celestial bodies. They're in the zodiac signs. There are retrogrades involved in these type of eclipses and things like that. And every retrograde is going to be different to every eclipse. Just like every zodiac is going to be different to every eclipse. I found interesting though, we started off the eclipse season, is what they call it, in Sagittarius, and we're going to be ending the eclipse season in Sagittarius. I thought that was going to be interesting. I was like, oh, okay. Again, it's like Cass said, how they coincide. You get what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Even the synchronicities, I noticed that I've been seeing certain numbers, or even just like some of the stuff that I've been sharing, like on the Sip and Spell group, you know, I'm like, man, that kind of like resonates a lot right now.
Yeah.
Who's ready for a reading?
Who's ready? Mary Jane's the first one.
Yeah.
Let's see what the moon has, what messages the moon has for Mary Jane today. On the annular solar eclipse new moon in Gemini, ring of fire. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
A lot going on.
It's a lot.
While in Mercury in retrograde.
No.
Ooh.
What is
Meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces.
Ooh. So you got the opposite of what Gemini is, the two fishes and the two twins?
Is it opposite of Gemini, Pisces?
Isn't it? I always see them as like almost the same, but still different dualities. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see if I can find it. I'm looking at the full. I gotta look in the new moon. I'm gonna find it eventually.
How did you guys wake up feeling with the solar eclipse is the question.
No, I fell asleep with a headache, to be honest.
Oh, wow.
I did have a headache. Here it is.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm choosing not to talk about it.
I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. I'll let you decide if that's a good or if it's a good or a bad.
Hey, Mary Jane, meditate and contemplate. The message here, it says it speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that connects to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard because the words of your soul and your heart can help bring out the manifestations of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces suggests that a last-ditch chance to make your dream. Suggests that it is a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Use your feelings to guide your ways. It is time to surrender to the divine. And also avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Beautiful.
Almost like the ring of fire. But like opposite, yeah.
Oh, I like that one.
Right?
Do Nina.
Let's do Nina.
I like what? Yeah, okay, come on. Come on. I know. I act like I don't like it.
If anyone, I'm reading the comments. If anyone wants a card pull, just publicly share this video on Facebook or Instagram, and then come back and say I shared it. Share the video. Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring.
All right, so here we go, Nina. What messages does this annular solar eclipse new moon in Gemini ring of fire while we're in motherfucking Mercury and
June
retrograde.
10th, 2020. Thursday at precisely 5:44 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay, let me look for it before I put it up. Let me look for it. It's over here.
Oh my God.
Here it is. Here it is. You're very close to achieving your goal.
Oh.
Gibbous moon.
Gibbous.
Like a G.
So it says the word
says after you're done reading it, say like a G at the end of it.
Like a G. Okay. Doesn't this look like a womb, like at the end of the womb, or like a tunnel or something?
Yeah.
You know, like you're looking up.
Looks like
yeah.
So I was reading because it says the word gibbous means bulging.
Oh.
So when this card is pulled, it is a suggestion that the situation you're asking about is bulging with possibility and coming to a peak. But there isn't an ending part with a yes or no answer. Rather, you're being reminded that some adjustments may yet be required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense. So don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow.
Ugh.
That's not meant to scare you. It's just to let you know there's a fuse attached to the situation. So be careful if you choose to light it. So just know that you are on the right track. This is a really good time to review your plans. Keep the momentum going towards your dreams. Stay focused. It's a good time to start a new project and get back into good health habits like a G.
Like a G.
Hey.
Hey, you see, it's just it hit sideways. It hit sideways when she said like a G. I was just like, like a G.
Like a G.
Like the bad stuff didn't even matter anymore. I'm like, as long as I'm looking at the end of it.
Oh my God.
I love that. That's good. So it's kind of like I gotta play Jenga with my opportunities, right? Just don't be sorry, bitch. Be careful.
Be careful. Yeah. You know, you're gonna have to move stuff around and Yep. What's everybody talking about in the comments, Nina?
Let's see. Mary Jane says she's scratching her head. Should we elaborate more a little bit, or did you
on her card?
Yeah,
let's see. It was the new moon, right? New moon in Pisces.
Yeah, it talked about like some.
Let's see. There's another meaning at the bottom.
Some. I'm just kidding. Oh shit! They're talking about something going on over there. I'm gonna call her afterward, like what you got going on. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's saying since Pisces is a sign of mysteries, depths of emotions, idealism, and hopeless romantics. It's the sign of water and the unconscious. So the new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions free reign. So it's like, don't hold back on things that you feel passionate about.
Like almost like her feelings are like guiding her, like her like
let your feelings guide you.
Yeah.
Don't suppress them.
Like your feelings are valid too. What your feelings are telling you right now is pretty close to the truth, right? Like you know.
That's how I would see it. Yeah.
I like that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, is it a good time for readings, which we are doing here today?
Yeah.
Is it a good time for readings?
I think so.
I think it is. I think
right?
it's a good time for readings. It is a portal. They are messages that are being exchanged in these fucking portals. You know what I mean? So I really do feel like it is a good time for readings or divination or whatever divination system that you do use, you know? It's like heaven saying, yo, what up, though? What y'all doing down here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll be like, yo, this is what we're doing down here.
Right, right.
Right? And then the universe is like, oh, I got you. Whoop, goes back to get to work, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That's how, you know, so it's like for sure, divination is definitely something good to do. Of course, with responsibility, because it is, you know, this is not just your regular full moon. This is not just your regular sun that comes up in each zodiac as your rising, you know. These are two celestial bodies and their energies are merging together, you know. So it is a little bit more stronger and it is a little bit more potent than what your monthly full moons are, you know. So just be careful when you're doing it. Just make sure that you're always, you know, you're protecting yourself with when you're working with these types of heavy energies. Because it could be draining sometimes. I feel like if you're not like grounding yourself and meditating, you know, and things like that, like I feel like these types of energies can really, really bring your level down, you know. So you don't want that.
Right.
I mean, if you're gonna work with this type of energy, you want to make sure your level is up, you know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, who do we also? Oh, Mary Jane said that she shared on Snapchat. Thank you so much, cuz. Nicole said, I don't have social media. I gave it up 5 years ago. LOL. Let's see who else we got. Oh, Ade said, Alafia, sis. Hello, Alafia, brother. Welcome to the channel. Koya is here. She said the research y'all do is interesting, Latina Sanderson sisters. Thank you so much, Koya.
Thank you.
Yes. Let's see. Finding the light and breaking new ground. Finding the light and breaking new ground.
I can see doing something in that term. Finding the light and breaking new ground during a lunar.
Okay, during a lunar. See, and I see that with the solar, and if it's dealing with communication, then breaking new ground and seeing the light. With the solar, for communication, like if you struggle communicating, or you know, or it's like time to level up on communication, getting better at it. Communication is something that we always, especially because we got you know, like we get so used to texting that when it's actually time for us to like communicate, we're almost like we don't really know how to, because it's like the communication that is more popular nowadays is texting, email, messenger, Snapchat, stuff like that, where you're not really calling people or seeing them face to face very much anymore. So our communication is definitely something that we have to try to make sure that we keep up with.
Yeah, because it does involve with all. Everyone is involved, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to communicating. Hello. I mean, don't y'all speak to the cash register when you get your, you know, carnitas and tortillas and salsa verde?
Right.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
How are you? Good.
Right.
It's a part of it. I think, you know, communicating is just always going to be a number one thing for. It's just heavy, you know, right now, because of course the way things are positioned, you know. Yeah, for sure. But I can see that for a lunar though.
Yeah.
I can see that for a lunar, because with the lunar eclipses comes these blood moons, and with these blood moons, for me, it's a form of an activation.
Okay.
You know, so that's how come I kind of see it, you know, where I can use maybe a lunar eclipse for that. For that little topic that, what was it? Because it was nice.
What's the topic?
Yeah, what was it that you had just read?
Finding the light and breaking new ground.
Finding the light and breaking new ground.
Yeah, I like that.
And see, for me, the moon is also of an it's illuminating. It's, you know what I mean? So that's how come like I will also see that for like a lunar. You see, that's the beauty in all of us, because you work with what resonates and works for you. You know what I mean? Because there's never really a right or wrong. It's just on how you act and react to things when you're, you know, when you're doing stuff, you know, spell work or anything like that. But the beauty of hearing other people's thoughts on how they would do things, because it allows you for you to be open minded and free about, you know, learning things new or thinking things in a different way, you know. I like that topic though. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
Thank you.
I do.
Let's see. Courage and confidence.
Solar, baby.
Solar.
That's definitely a solar eclipse right there. Because you know what? At the end of the day, that, and again, it's like, you know, once you start getting into your planetary, you'll start understanding a little bit more, you know, on how you can work with things, you know, rather be, you know, through astrology, whatever, celestial, blah, blah, blah. But I definitely see that solar, because that's the sun's energy. That's victory. You know what I mean? So yeah, I would want to, you know, work with the solar energy, with that fire energy of victory and stuff like that. For sure. That's like a cauldron in the sky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Like a solar eclipse reminds me of a cauldron being in the sky.
Right. I could see that.
So, you know, give it all to the solar eclipse and watch it make sense. Watch it make sense. You know, because with the solar, it's that external experience that we have with, you know, as humans, you know, that's what, you know, a lot of the solar energy comes, is the external, you know. So victory is an external thing because it's an action, you know what I mean? Like, victory doesn't fall on your lap. You got to get up and move.
You got to get up and make it happen. Yeah.
You got to get up and make it happen. Yeah. You can't be victorious and be emotional. Save that shit for later when you win, motherfucker.
Right. Right. Cry. Smile now, cry later.
Yeah. That's funny.
You
want to do Stacy, Cass? You want to do Stacy?
Yeah, let's do Stacy. I'm just putting down in the comments and stuff. Okay. Stacy, let's see what this annular solar eclipse, new moon in Gemini, ring of fire, while in Mercury retrograde.
That sounds fucked up, man. It feels fucked up too. That's how I'm feeling. Just like that.
She actually got two that popped out. And you know, when spirit,
yep,
you got to do it. Okay, let me find these two so it'll be easy for me to jump from one to the other. Okay, here's that one. And then
this eclipse, I'm not going to lie, I felt so exhausted.
I am. I'm just like.
The last eclipse,
boy, I just want to go to sleep.
there was a fire underneath my asshole. I was like, oh my God, I was up and moving.
You had the ring of fire?
Yeah, the ring of fire.
I had the ring of fire early, okay? I was like, what the fuck? And this one for the solar, I was just like, like, you know? Like, damn. Like, that shit changed real quick.
It did. Okay, let's see. There it is. Okay. So we're gonna start with the one that I saw first, which is time to breathe out. So you see the moon is, yeah, it looks kind of almost full. So with this card is asking you, it suggests that the situation you're asking about has now peaked and it's time for you to regroup and learn from your experiences rather than blindly forging ahead. Have faith that what is happening is for the best. Try to accept the way things are now and give yourself and others time out to relax. Breathe. We can't be on all the time. If you feel you hit an obstacle or even failed in some way, now is the time to reflect on how to do things differently next time. Be honest with yourself. If you feel bad about your current situation, then remind yourself that life goes in cycles. You are where you Wes says, I am where I am and it's okay. So you are where you're supposed to be and that's okay. You should know where you stand either now or very soon, and take some time out for your own good. It's time to share your wisdom and experience with someone else. Avoid falling in a slump. Now, the next one that you ended up getting was, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. If you've been feeling paranoid or acting weird, take this card as a message from the cosmos to stop it. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotional, tense time since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air, but just take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. It's for some, however, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now. If you make an effort, use your magic. You have all you need inside you to bring out the desired results. It's better out than in. It's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. Grudges are toxic. Let something go. So an end to an argument is coming soon. I like how these two kind of go together.
They do.
Right?
They really do, yeah. Because, it is speaking about, letting go, right? Like literally the baggage, purging things out, just letting it go and walking away. And then the Scorpio moon, it is talking about, again, letting go and do you now. You know what I mean?
It's okay to breathe. Just breathe it out.
It's okay to breathe. Let it out. That's right. Yep. And watch your surroundings. You know what I mean? Like, it's telling you to, like, watch the people around you, or if it doesn't resonate with you, move on, let it out. And maybe this is a good time because, it did happen in the morning, or the solar eclipse, but still remember, that new moon caught the energy of that sun, that solar, that energy. work with that tonight, and know who to fuck with, who not to fuck with in cases like that. But then also if you're in a relationship and it's okay to still spice things up. It's okay to try things new because they are new beginnings. So even if it's saying like if you want to level up on your relationship as well, right now is the new moon. Now that we're gonna experience in the evening, do it.
And it's just like what this is. It's saying let it go. If things are chaotic, are seemingly like they're out of control, just let it happen. Go with the flow, but don't harbor any negativity while you're going through the process. We got a couple more people that shared. We have Deirdre that shared. Thank you, Deirdre.
Nice. Is that Miss D?
Yeah. Deirdre Dudley.
Yes, Miss D is here.
My sister's here too. She shared. Becky shared.
Hey, Becky.
Okay.
So, what I posted, I actually posted it today on TikTok because I'm posting on TikTok now. It's easy. Yeah. I'm like, this is
easy. It is.
It's very easy.
So I posted on TikTok because earlier today I was preparing a confidence and a strength type of incense, and so while I was doing that, I was like, sometimes you don't know what intentions or what affirmations to speak while you're doing what you're doing. Sometimes you're still trying to connect with your own feelings. Like, what is it that you're really feeling right now? So I was playing some Ivy Queen, and I just recommend that for anybody that wants to do some shadow work or some type of spell work for themselves, for confidence, encouragement, uplifting, for protection, whatever the case may be. If you can't think of the words or the affirmations that you want to use or the prayers you want to use, if nothing is coming to you, see what song you vibe with at that point and put a song on and just let that song play and work your energy using that song. And with that energy, sing with it if you want to, dance with it if you want to, have fun with your witchcraft, because that's the other thing. Like, have fun with it. Don't feel like everything is like it's like, when
everything is not so
right.
Hey,
you twerk. If you gotta twerk.
You gotta twerk it out. Twerk it out.
Yeah, really
twerk
funny.
It for the ancestors.
I did that today. I didn't know what to say today because I just got so much going on.
Right.
But I put on a song. And I sang the song, so I was like, I'm putting my own, energy into that, but
that's right.
There's a lot of words, a lot of songs. You can go on Spotify and just look up songs with affirmations or something like that, and it'll just pop. Like Janae Aiko is a really good one. Yeah, she's really good to listen to. So it's even on TikTok, you could find a lot of things there too. Like
a lot of mantras and stuff. Because you know what? It's aligning yourself. You are literally like aligning yourself, with that frequency and your body, the vibration of dancing. You know what I'm saying? And vibing with it is also bringing that vibrant energy into what it is that you're doing. So, don't ever feel that, you have to, it has to be silent. It has to be this.
And it's grounding too. Yeah. Like when you're dancing, you're grounding yourself because you're like using your feet, you're stomping. I mean, I was stomping a little bit earlier. Stomping the yard.
Yes. Attuning yourself to the tunes, and allow that alignment to happen when you're working, So imagine if you have that type of frequency and vibration to you already during these celestial big ass bodies that are called eclipses, like, remember, things move fast in portals. They don't move slow. So imagine the immense of energy that you're putting into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that a party bus? Is that for me? Where we going? Where we going? That's a big ass party bus.
Was it graduation, right?
Yeah, already. That's right. It's graduation season. Yeah, there's so much stuff though with it. It's like these little checkpoints. I always, like the eclipses are those checkpoints. When it happens, it's like, hey sis, you alright? You good?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what you were doing? Because you know what? A lot of times too, these eclipses can also represent how do you say it? Karmatic.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go somewhere else. I was like, wait,
no,
what? I know. I swear I heard something else. I was like looking at you. I don't even want to. I don't want to be offensive to nobody. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Okay, as long as you tell me. As long as you tell me, that's it.
Katina.
I know.
No, I always say that, like, working with eclipses, this is also, if you want to work through, that karmatic energy, you know what I mean? Maybe this is a time for you to confess and repent, or maybe something like that, because you're trying to prevent karma coming back. You can do that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can do that too, and, or, this is a time where you can also catch those karmatic blessings, because what we do down here, such as like an example, charity work,
putting out good karma.
Putting out good karma. So when you have these portals that are opening and you've been putting out good karma, not because you're like, oh, I'm going to pay for the person behind me's coffee because I want something for the universe. Nope.
No.
We're not doing that, because that's not what's going to happen,
Forget that person in the line waiting for their Starbucks. Go and get you a $5 hot and ready and take it to underneath the bridge and give it to the homeless man right there. Give it to somebody that's going to need
charity. Yes, charity comes in so many forms. So many forms, and that is of good karma. So when we are working through these portals and we've accumulated so much good karma, because, yes, we are we are spiritual beings, being humans in this world, but we know we have a heart. And when you have a heart of gold and everything you do is with love and light, a lot of times you'll be able to tap into the universe will say, yeah, I remember everything you did with no money involved, or not having to gain, some type of fucking respect online. Because, some people will donate and they'll be like, yeah, we're underneath the bridge right here, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, I'm over here. We just gave them sandwiches and shit.
Yeah,
like that. No.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing.
You gotta be humble about that. You gotta
be humble about that. And can you believe that there was one time that I took a whole bunch of pizzas, like a whole shit ton of hot and readies, and I was literally giving like each tent got a pizza. And
that's what I'm talking about.
One of the people that came with me was like, oh, you should have recorded yourself. Like, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, why would I? That's not what I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
You see them hoes? Let me tell you something. You see them hoes doing that only on motherfucking Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's it. On Thanksgiving. Come on now.
You'd be like, sis, where were you with those bottles of water during the fucking hot summer days, asshole?
Right.
Where were you?
And there's something that they need every season. Like, I've even collected like dog food and cat food, because there's homeless pets too. Like, just like there's homeless people, a lot of them have that they have their pets too that are homeless as well.
Absolutely. So always remember, whether it be good karma, bad karma, there's certain ways that you really can use these portals to work with that karmatic energy. But again, for me, like, that's un poco más pasado. So please do it with respect and, Just be respectful and be careful. Because you might have to, what if you're doing something that, it's a karmatic, and you're like, fuck, like, yeah, I did that shit to this bitch's car. I know I did, universe. And then the universe is like, finally, you admit it, you little bitch. And next thing you know, they're like, there, your car is key. And you're like, really? Now suck it up, buttercup. Because, so, because again, they move quickly. Be careful,
All right, let's do Deirdre.
Deirdre. She is me.
See, I can't say her name. That's why I call her Miss D. She told me I could call her Miss D because I couldn't say it.
Because the E is supposed to sound. You look at the E at the end of the name, and it's like Deirdre.
I say Deidre.
Deidre?
Yeah.
Deidre.
I say Deidre, Miss Deidre, and then she's no, it's Deirdre. I think it makes my tongue is like it don't want to do it. I'm like the Deirdre, it doesn't want to do it. It's like weird.
Okay,
like I don't
Miss
know.
D. There we go.
Miss
Let's
D.
see what she got. What does the annular solar eclipse, new moon in Gemini, ring of fire, in Mercury retrograde?
June 10th, 2021. At 6:15 p.m. Central Standard Time. Here on Zoom, joining us live on YouTube.
Like, no joke. Let me look. Oh my God. Let me look. No joke. This is what she got. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this came out.
The Ring of Fire.
The Ring of motherfucking
Fire. Get out
of here. Baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This is D's moon. Solar eclipse. Yes.
What's a new moon? Yeah, new moon eclipse.
Yes. Look at that.
Jackpot.
So this one is expect powerful change. If you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in the situation you're asking about, then this is it. The message here is that this is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work. But be prepared, it could be quite a ride. And events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. There is an important turning point in your life.
Wow.
Nice. That was nice. Should we do one for let's get Rebecca, my sister?
Yeah.
Let's get her out the way. Let's see. I want to pull Chimu's. I'll see what the Chimu's moon is saying. Let's see what Becky's card is saying. What does
Miss B got a good card though, because she got a good card, and you know what? What happens now for Miss B will come out in November.
Miss D.
December. Miss D?
Yeah.
Miss D. Miss D.
Miss D.
Oh yeah. I like that. Cause they're saying that this solar eclipse is gonna coincide with the lunar eclipse in December, which is the last one for the year. That's good. That's dope.
That's good. All right, Becky. This is your annular solar eclipse, new moon in Gemini, ring of fire, in Mercury retrograde. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces.
Oh.
Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find inner balance between your responsibilities and your dreams. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. You're in a super romantic but not super realistic state. Follow your intuition. It won't let you down. The worst, this card can herald the end of a dream. The person you're inquiring about is a soulmate, and avoid substance abuse.
Oh.
So that's a good message.
Mm-hmm.
Spirituality and practicality.
Nice.
Be practical with your magic.
Yes.
Spirituality. Balance it out. That's beautiful.
Very, very beautiful.
You ready, Chimo? You want to see what you got?
What do I got? Let's see, because I know what I've been going through from first eclipse to this eclipse, and I'm like, bitch. So over
it. Your annular solar eclipse, new moon in Gemini, ring of fire, Mercury in retrograde.
June 10th.
Ooh, the same one as Nina, right?
Ah.
Yeah. Oh shit. I got a plumpy one.
It's the gibbous.
The gibbous. You got a plump, what is it?
A plumpy one.
A plumpy one.
A bulgy, plumpy.
A
plumpy.
Yes.
That's exactly what I wanted.
Bulging. So with saying that your situation you're asking about is bulging with possibilities. And it's coming to a peak, but it isn't an ending, and it's not a yes or no answer. Rather, you are being reminded that some adjustments may have yet be required before you get what you want. Though you're certainly on the right track, which is hopefully reassuring for you. However, there is also a sense that the situation is a bit tense. So don't push too hard. One false move and the whole thing could blow.
I'm sorry.
Just know that you're on the right track. And it's a good time to review your plans. Stay focused. Get back into good health habits.
Yeah.
It's saying, let me see where it says. So it's saying, it's just suggesting that it's a very good, ripe time in a ripe situation. It's ripe.
So pretty much saying, I bet you got away with it. This point on, quit your shit. Because you got some other things to work on. I like that. Yeah. That makes total sense. I'm going to definitely, you know what? I received that motherfucking advice, Cassandra. I swear to God, Cass. That's a good one, though.
I really like what it says is like basically like also what it says in there, since we got the same plump one.
Same bulge.
We're both plumpy and bulgy with it. I like how it said that like the preparation and opportunity meeting success, you know, like
absolutely
for you know, like some type of opportunity, how it might not be something of how we're expecting it to be, but still, you know, I feel like by being prepared for what it is that we're working on right now is definitely going to help for that to be better than what we're expecting.
For sure.
Like, says, because it's not going to be how you expect. How do you know it's not going to be better than what
Exactly. Yes. The opportunity, right? Yes, absolutely. Very good.
That's why we gotta, sometimes we gotta keep our Sometimes we got to keep our like our affirmation, or no, like when we like our petitions, sometimes we have to keep our petitions a little bit vague, so that the universe has some space for creativity. We might actually be gifted something that more than what we would have asked for ourselves, had we had just allowed for it to, be able to spice it up a little bit, throw a little chai tea up in there.
Right. That's right.
So what are some rituals that we can do to harness this new moon magic?
For this new moon in Gemini, the solar eclipse, what is it, Kevin?
The annular solar eclipse, new moon in Gemini, ring of fire.
In motherfucking Mercury retrograde. You know what? I think this is a good time. How would I use this energy? Well, I would definitely use this energy, yes, for a time of communication. Everyone is different, so always know what you feel of what needs to be addressed, right? Is what needs to be addressed. So I might have something different than Cass and Nina. Nina's gonna have something different that she's gonna want to work on than me and Cass is gonna be something, like, we're all gonna be different in what it is that we want to do, or what we're doing, right? Or what is a good idea to do. But definitely with this particular one, I do believe that it is communication that does need to be fixed. My personal experience from one eclipse to the other eclipse, I've seen some things that I'm like, okay, this is what I need to work on. And it does have to do with communication, you know what I mean? And communication is the umbrella of everywhere it goes, right? Home, work, personal life, family, right? Things like that. So I think utilize this time for definitely communication. If you have a blockage, maybe you got a spicy mouth and calm that bitch down. Tell the truth. Yes, I'm a bitch. Yes, I should have never said that. Yes, I should have never done that. It was wrong for me to do it, because again, this is where you're working through your karmatic, self.
You gotta own up to it.
You gotta own up to it, fess up to it, and say, you know what, I know I'm wrong, or whatever, right? But yeah, for me, it would be a good time of definitely communication, because I see the shift in the changes from one eclipse to the next. So look for signs, look for things that has shifted, that this is the area I need to work in.
You guys ever seen the TV show with Earl? What's it called? Earl. I don't know if it's I'm Earl or
Earl.
Earl is a TV show where he's like pretty much he's like repaying everybody. He's repaying all his karmic debts.
That's fun.
No.
So he's literally going back and like making things right with everybody. Like, and he talks about like the bogus things that he had did to people and how he had to go back and make it better. And it was so funny. Oh my God. But I love that show because I love that. Because I almost felt like that too. There was one time that I had apologized to somebody for something that I did so long ago, and they didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's for you. At least now that's off your conscience.
Right. They're like, well, I didn't even know that you did. I was like, yeah, well, I did. I was like, I'm sorry.
Because if you don't have the confidence, not the confidence, I don't want to say that word. If you feel that if you say that to the person right then and there, and you just really don't want to hurt their feelings, again, boom, use this fucking portal to do it. Right. Because it's you releasing, what you need to release. You know what I'm saying? And if you're still being respectable towards others, and you're like, I know what I'm gonna tell this bitch is gonna hurt her motherfucking feelings. So you know what, universe, in this portal right here, right now, take it from me. Take it from me and let's transmute it and let's work it out. You know what I'm saying? Through me. So that way we can come to the next eclipse a little bit more on point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I found this list of rituals to do, and surprisingly, one of them was a vision board.
Oh.
Wink, wink. Join our Patreon.
Yeah. Yes. So what are we doing this month in the Patreon cast? What are we doing this month?
We are manifesting with our subconscious using candle magic. Mm-hmm. So we'll be putting together kind of like a vision board.
A vision board. Has anybody even like these vision boards are motherfucker. And I love a vision board because you know what? Truth be told, it is a focal point. You know what I mean? And every time it's like putting on, it's like hanging the size 5 little black dress that you wore 30 years ago. And now you're like, my fucking fat ass. That's your vision, right? It's a vision board, you know? And it works because there's people who do lose the weight, right? Because they see that outfit that they want to put on.
Right.
So I always say, like, that's a vision board. That is the best example for the vision board. And why not use and utilize some candle magic into these vision boards? Because, you know, it's a form of action, you know?
I feel like the last vision board that I ever made was all cutouts from like my Teen Bop magazines of all the little boys I had a crush on.
Straight up.
That was my
thinking back, you know, like putting posters up on the wall, like that was vision. Those are
that's your vision board, right?
Vision board. A whole thing of vision board right there. Everything in your wall. Yeah.
All new kids on the block.
See, I had Mace and No Limit and like
you were hood. You
some Tupac. I was.
You're
it was
funny.
Like I was hood.
I had new kids
I used to work in the record store back in the day, so we used to always flip the CDs. New releases came out, we used to put them in stock, blah blah blah. So we would always have like these 4x4s, these 5x4s of the cover of the
album,
whatever music, the album. So my walls were covered in all different types of albums, like from rap to hip hop to underground. It was all covered because they were throwing this shit out. I was like, man, give me that shit. Whoa.
Right. You know how that'd probably be worth something now, right?
I know. Do you still have them, or you just like, man, I don't know where they're at?
Woo, girl, those are long gone.
Aw.
Unfortunately. And every album that I placed on my wall is what I had.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Yes. Every album I had on my wall, I'd be like, what do I feel like listening today? Ooh, right there, let's do some shady. And I would go in my little CD Rolodex thing and everything. You know?
The book?
Yes.
That book? That big ass fucking
that big ass flat book. Hey, vision boards are a motherfucker. They're the best. It's a really good manifestation tool. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So when is it taking place? June 13th? Right?
June 13th, this Sunday.
Yes.
On our Patreon, we decided to do our sip and spells on Patreon now. We wanted to give our supporters, you know, our well, I don't want to say students, but you know, those that wanted to participate or participants in the workshop. We wanted to give out more content, more personal content, and open the door to our lives a little bit more wider. And we just felt that it was more safer to do it on Patreon. So all our sip and spells will be taking place on Patreon. We have 3 separate tiers, and our Patreon is on our 3rd tier. First tier is a little look into our lives, what we do outside of this, our House of Spiritual Vibes radio thing, you know, our sip and spells. And then you can catch up in our second tier with our past workshops, our 2020 workshops, you know, if anyone was interested in taking those classes. And then we have our 2021 workshops with extra bonus video, behind the scenes stuff, you know, what happens after we do our magic, our candle magic, our workings, our, you know, how do we put our stuff into use? You know, so that's where, so it's pretty cool, you know, just check it out, see which tier you would like. But our workshops will be on Patreon from now on. And as an added bonus, our tier 3, you sign up for the workshops, you get access to all the tiers.
All of them.
All of them.
That's the best part.
Oh, so I see it was Johnny Dragon's birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy belated.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy belated birthday. Siache, that's a good message for all of us. Yes. Oh, Stacy said that's exactly what's been going on. This is perfect. Thank you.
Good.
Embrace your gifts, said luz y progreso a tus espíritu.
Amen. Thank you. Yep.
Thank you so much, Ache. Let's see. Ms. D said, Nina, were you able to listen to Mirror by Lala Hathaway? I forgot. Thank you so much, Ms. D, for reminding me. No, I haven't listened to it. Did y'all listen to that song?
No.
From who?
Mirror by Lala Hathaway. I have to.
I'm gonna write this down. Mirror.
Yeah, Mirror. I have to listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it because that sounds like, you know, I feel like it'd be like a good and only because of how I feel when I say it, I would imagine it would be a good like cleansing, like a song to cleanse to. Emerald said, love to use music, the energy flowing. Yes. Stacy said, I've been cranky pants.
Oh.
Let's see. Did we read? I think Koya said that she shared. Did we read Koya's? I don't think so, right? Oh, and she did. Oh, Stacy said, I had a karma the other day. I helped an elderly woman who fell, and then I should have got a stop sign ticket and didn't. I think I would have if I didn't help her. I couldn't leave her there. Aw, that's so sweet.
That is.
You see?
Embrace your gift said, indeed, if I see a smile on my patient's face, I know that I made their day brighter. Yes.
That's right.
Koya said, people are so surprised to meet someone willing to do something out of kindness. Yeah, they are. Okay.
That's sad though.
Yeah, it is sad. Nicole said, I shared through text is if that counts. That she's shared through text messages. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Because then somebody else will put that link and watch it, and then thank you very much.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So let's do Nicole then.
Mary Jane said, when is the lunar eclipse?
The lunar eclipse, a partial lunar eclipse in Taurus is going to be November 19th. Now, when I was reading this one, this is a time where it's saying that encourage to let go of what no longer serves you and your highest. Release, purge, and say goodbye. November 19th, this is turning your dreams into reality, using willpower and psychic power. And this does also deal very heavily with relationships. So if we're not communicating clearly right now with this eclipse, let's be careful about that, because maybe that might affect our relationships that we have with people, and that's an off spectrum: work, home, family life. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So for Nicole, we'll do Nicole, Koya, and then one for myself.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course.
We got about 20 minutes left. So we're doing really good on timing.
Good.
So for Nicole, show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. So this message comes from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress. Even if change seems like a frightening prospect, if you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that this is that your unique characteristics are what makes you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming for you. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you, so be there for them. And a situation is going to take a very unexpected turn.
Time that coincides.
Let go.
Yeah.
Like, stop hiding the real you. Let the world know who you are.
Who you are.
Tell them, feast your eyes.
Yeah.
Right? Feast your eyes. The solar eclipse is good because it does correspond with new beginnings and unexpected opportunities. So
unexpected change, and you just have to embrace it. Everything happens for a reason, even though we're not too happy about it. Ooh, Koya.
What she got?
It's
Here it is. Here it is. Confidence is your key to success. Got a new moon in Leo.
New moon in Leo. Wow.
So the message here is it heralds the start of a new cycle for you when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card is saying it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think about yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. The message here is also a great omen if you are asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start. So make time to have fun. It's time to show the world what you've got. Shine your light, have some pride, and spoil yourself. You've earned it. And you've turned someone's head. So, you're putting yourself out there, you're carrying yourself with confidence. People are going to be more attracted to you, So that's good.
They're gonna be like, I want to know what she's doing. Whatever she's got going on, I support her.
Yeah, straight up.
So let's see what the annular solar eclipse, new moon in Gemini, ring of fire has to say for me. Oh, you saw that?
Spirit done threw it at you.
Oh,
Toma. Toma.
Here goes your portal, Cassie.
What's your portal?
Okay, let me look. Wait, let me look for the pages. So
I saw a pink right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I got nosy eyes. I see things with a flash. I have photogenic memory.
Okay, so I don't even know which one to start with. Okay, we'll go with this one. No, that's not it. What is this one? Okay, this is it right here. Okay, so I got this one first. Time to give rather than to take. This message says it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? New moon energy suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests to make a restart, to make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapy, so add one of these to the routine. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. Recommit to healthy mornings and evening routines. And no joke, I went on vacation last week and I still haven't been back to the gym. I'm like, every day I've been saying I gotta go back to the gym. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success. Be of service to others, and love and money will follow. Nice. And then I got
very nice
one. This is the pink one. Full moon in Libra. Win-win outcome. So this is a sign of partnership, falling in love, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time. So try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. That is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might answer my question. So let go of that which is falling away, just like what this new moon is about. It's time to make a firm decision, take time to focus. And now it's a great time for a makeover.
Ooh, I love it.
What you gonna do, sis?
I don't know. You know what? I was thinking about going lighter with my hair too. And a couple tattoos.
What about like some red lipstick?
Red? Yeah. You know what? It's so funny because I never really liked red until I started getting older.
Right. I know. I've been looking for red lipstick too. I feel like it
has to be like the perfect shade red. Yeah.
It has to go with your skin tone. There's a certain shade of red for everybody. Everybody got out there. So if you never
there's always a shade of red.
Everybody has a shade of red.
Yes, they do.
It's gonna be like the thing this season.
Yeah. Nice.
Let's see. Ms. D said, I am a bit new in this being said. When you say do candle magic, what do you mean exactly? What do you mean? What do we mean?
What do we mean? What do you mean? I'm trying to look and see if I got a candle here somewhere. That's not it. Let me get one. Hold on.
Okay.
So pretty much like with candle magic, you're utilizing a candle to assist you in your magic, in what you're manifesting in. It is a part of an element, so candle magic falls in that fire element. So pretty much that's what candle magic really is. It pretty much does help you to focus on the magic, your intent, your manifestation.
Fire
and it also and with fire moves. So doing candle magic, it is also a form of movement in your spell.
Yeah. So I got a few. I got a couple here from. Well, they're all from the Dollar Tree. So I don't know if you've ever seen the mercado, like in the Spanish aisle or something like that, you'll find ones like this. Like I have a guardian angel. So this is a good candle to use for protection, especially for children, for home, for, you know, that this is like you're petitioning your guardian angel to keep an extra eye on you and your family. So I like some of the candles that have the words on them, because that's like the intent already is written on there. This one says karma.
Yeah.
You know,
I love that one. That one smells so good too.
Yes, it does.
It's frankincense and vanilla. So, you know, if you're feeling that you have been crossed, that you have been wronged, this is a good way to petition for karma to come a little faster. And then here's another one I found. I love this one. Oh, you know, so like if this would be for people.
I gotta go hit up Dollar Tree.
The Dollar Tree, yes. It'd be good for like job opportunities, for you know, if you're going for an interview or something like that, or opening up a business and you got to take care of this paperwork, you know, you can look up like with herbs and certain oils, herbs that will help, that are associated with success, with luck, and stuff like that. You know, you would put it into the candle, and like the candle, set your intentions in there, you know, and fingers crossed that, you know.
You know how I would do it too with that candle? I would literally have my fingers crossed and petition that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What I like to do too is hold it. You know, I got that from Simply Gabby when we used to watch her on YouTube. She would always speak into the candle, because you're saying you want that energy, you want that intention in there. You're lighting it for a reason, so you're programming that candle. And so as it burns, it's going into the ethers, into the universe, where all that magic happens up there. And then it comes back down to us.
Right.
So I see that, oh, you know who's here?
Oh,
guess who's here?
Guess who's here, Chimo?
Who's here?
Guess who it is, Chimo? Your favoriteest person. You still know?
I think she knows.
No, who's here?
She's like, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting off of here. Come back, Chimo. Come back. Come back.
Come back.
It's Gaga Boosh.
Gaga Boosh, Gaga Boosh. You just said it.
Oh my gosh. I swear, Gaga Boosh probably just comes on Thursday so she can hear that real quick.
Yes. Well, she shared. So yes. She shared on IG. Thank you so much, Gaga.
Thank you.
Nice. So yes, Ms. D, I hope that kind of answered your question a little bit. Candle magic is one of the fastest forms of magic that manifest a lot faster than other ways that you would use, like to, you know, other ways of doing manifestation work. Sometimes it can take a while to happen. It can take a while, but when candle magic is like, it gives you, I feel like it gives me, I'm gonna speak personally, it gets me fast results. And
agreeable.
Yeah, you can do candle magic for any intention. Any intention, and it's also really like easy to get started. It's not hard. I mean, if you can light a candle, you know, it's pretty easy. There's just a process of cleansing it, blessing it, dressing it, and then just, you know, doing your prayers or your affirmations over it. But
activating it.
Yeah, activating it. So we're going to be actually doing a workshop on our Patreon that we're going to be teaching candle magic, because it's part of the workshop, candle magic and the vision board in combination. So it's going to be fun. So I invite you to join us on there if you guys are interested to learn how to do candle magic, or even just see what our techniques are like, because even if you know how to do candle magic, there's always something to learn.
Yes.
Even for us, we learn from each other. Let's see. Ms. D said, may I ask, what deck are you using?
I'm using the Moonology Oracle cards. I love this.
Let's see.
It's a nice deck.
Yasmin Boland.
Okay, Gaga Bush said that she shared on IG. All right. Oh, she also said, "Oh, too nice. Need to get to Dollar Tree. Just a black candle with wormwood and cannabis and a cannabis tea mix. St. John's wort, lemon balm, lemongrass, oregano, hemp seed. For release burning since Saturday. Nice.
Somebody's doing healing work. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I was gonna say also too with the solar eclipse and going into a new moon, it would be a good time to do like to cut, like sever soul ties, or those type of things, like if you want to, or even breaking cycles. If you notice that you have an unhealthy cycle that you're kind of
absolutely,
and you want to like dead that, like this is the time.
Absolutely. Pretty, yes. Breaking patterns, breaking habits. Definitely a good time for doing that. Even breaking generational curses, you can even get into that too, working with the cycle that we're doing with right now.
So I also have on here charging divination tools for charging divination tools such as scrying mirrors and your black obsidians, because those are also like the black obsidians and the scrying mirrors, they're black and they're reflective, so they're used for gazing into them to see things, so that things can it's a form of divination where you would gaze into it and see what images or what things come to you while you're staring at it. What is it that you so right. I do feel that because they're coming across each other, they're coming face to face, that intuition of the moon, and also that power to like bring light like the sun, so I feel that that's also a really good energy to put your scrying mirrors or your black obsidians out there and absorb some of that energy.
Right.
Let's see, we discussed meditations, right? Meditations for clarity and guidance.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're really good too.
Protection, I recommend wearing labradorite because it is a shield. It is shielding and known as the black or dark moonstone. So it creates a protective shield around you so that other people can't like steal your energy or can't like kind of take your ideas and your energy. Definitely wearing something that's like protective and shielding.
Right.
And then the question that I thought would be an interesting question to kind of talk about a little bit is, what do you experience when your energy has been drained or stolen? What are some things that people will experience where they'll kind of know, like, I think my energy was just like somebody just pulled a jack move on my energy?
For me, I notice like I get forgetful. Yeah, like I have like my, what is that? Short-term memory. Like if I'm cooking,
you sure that's not the
Short-term memory.
When I'm on point, but there's times where like I just feel more sluggish and more, yeah.
Okay.
For me, I would say confusion.
Mm-hmm.
I think confusion has a lot to do with your energy, being depleted from you. Because sometimes, a lot of times, there's things where we might not like. Why the fuck do we do this? Why the fuck do we put that there when we should know better? Or so I always feel like confusion does play a part in someone taking your energy from you and you're not grabbing it back. Aside from your sluggishness, and your tiredness,
Right. Yeah, the tiredness,
Headaches.
Headaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also too, I feel like when we get cranky or moody, or like that's also another,
like for no reason, like if you're not like on your menstrual or
right,
you're not
right. Like, why the fuck did I blow up? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Think about it. Yeah, you think about it like,
right. You over here getting mad at getting angry at the shredded cheese package because you can't open it.
Right.
Exactly.
I didn't want to eat cheese anyway. Oh my god.
I don't want to eat that shit anyway.
Right.
Yeah, like when you have those type of mood swings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's also and these are mood swings that you don't really fucking have like that. You know what I mean? So it's like when you have to look at someone. Yes, when you're feeling out of character, that's when like you better call your energy back, boo.
Yeah.
Ground yourself with something.
Yeah,
ground yourself with do something, So I'll bring you back down.
So I have the last card pull for the day.
Yes.
Yes, the last one.
Gagaboosh.
Nothing is yet set in stone.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a mutable moon. So the mutable signs, there's three, I hope I don't mess up this word. It's called quadruplicities. And it's the cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So the mutable signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. So they're more, I guess, flexible, you would say. So the mutable is all about change, shape shifting, even that something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's okay. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is a great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is yet set in stone. Know that the best will unfold for you. You're meandering towards your goal, and that's okay. Stay adaptable is the key to success for now. Make sure you're not being led astray. Have you been distracted lately? It's time to focus. Stay with it, whatever it means. Nothing is yet set in stone. That's pretty cool.
That is, there's a lot of cards that came out with the intent of focus. A lot of these cards are coming out with, staying focused, being on top, staying focused.
And the thing is that focus and like planning is an action too, so focus doesn't mean you always have to be moving. Sometimes it's focus into your planning.
Yeah. Stay focused on everything. Just make sure that your lines of communication are open. You know, and don't fight the change. Don't fight the change.
Don't fight the change. I think that's the most important message before we log off, is do not fight the change. Allow it to happen.
Yeah, accept it with grace.
Yeah.
Oh, please do, you know?
And trust that it's the universe sending you these things for a reason. You know, they're changing it up. You're leveling up. You know, why would you want to stay in the same level?
Right.
You know, leveling up and being more enlightened and connecting closer to your higher self.
Let's see. Ms. D said, I've been feeling like that lately, for real. No energy. She said that means someone is stealing your energy. Yeah. So yeah, there's lots of different things that, like, even you know, it's not even just feeling like, almost like feeling tired, but also feeling like you can't sleep, like feeling tired but feeling restless, you know. So sometimes it's like a combination of things too. But yeah, those are usually the signs of feeling like the feelings that come with somebody taking your energy or draining your energy, or an issue draining your energy.
Yeah.
So we got to be a little mindful too, knowing that our energy is, you know, our energy is such a powerful thing. And, you know, recognizing when somebody is about to take that out of us or take it away from us, or, you know, and making that conscious decision of saying, I'm not going to give you my energy right now. I'm not going to give you my time. I'm not going to give you my energy. You know, and you know, it's sometimes we have to do that for ourselves. That's also self-love and self-care. Is putting those boundaries of what you're going to give to others. What are you going to give from yourself to somebody else?
Don't make it rain with your energy.
Yeah, don't make it rain with your energy. That's right. That's right. Gaga Bush said, yes, dang cheese. I thought I was the only one that had a problem with that bag. I swear.
It's like
it got a Ziploc. It's a Ziploc. And you're trying to like open it, and it's like you end up breaking the Ziploc instead of like opening the Ziploc, you know. Or even too, yeah, when you pull the tab part off and then it doesn't pull off far enough, so then you got to take the scissors and cut closer.
Yep. Or if you cut too close, then you can't get the grip to open it. You know what I started doing?
Wait, what was that?
I said,
sis, you like your connection, like you.
There it is.
What happened?
Your connection. You look like you like straight up like it was like the remix.
The fuck?
Did you see it, Chivo?
I didn't see nothing. My picture was out because I'm coming upstairs. I have to get ready for the class.
Oh yeah. Oh, the class is happening.
Yes.
The class is today.
Okay, cool.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah. So that is it. I think we're at our last like.
Yeah.
Right. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. So where can we find you tomorrow, Sister Cass?
Find me tomorrow for Reflection Friday. I will do live readings on Instagram. This is a donation-based reading. I help you reflect back on your week. Any situation that you've been going through for the week, I can help you transition into a more peaceful weekend. So I'll be there on Instagram, Cass La Sassy Bruja, _ in between all that. Or you can find us on the Sip and Spell. I normally will post my stuff up there on Facebook. So yeah, I'll be on Instagram tomorrow, Reflection Friday.
They can also find you on TikTok.
On TikTok, I'm on TikTok too, with my little daily. I try to do it every day, but it's been a while.
You got a lot of cards up though.
I do, yeah. I'll do like daily pulls and you know, and I kind of like see that as like timeless. You know what I mean? There's no specific time or day for those cards. It's like if you happen to see that card, that's the message that you needed to hear for that day.
Right.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah. So, and then you guys can find us, let's do what, Patreon, since we do Chimo, Patreon.
So you could definitely find us on Patreon, the Latina Sanderson Sisters. You can definitely still join in for our manifestation. We're going to be manifesting subconsciously through using vision boards and candle magic. So you still have time if you want to sign up, join. Don't feel free. We do have 3 tiers that are amazing tiers. Our tier 1 is pretty much in the life of what we're doing, who we are. We open up a little bit more to our reviews. It is a lot more safer to do so, but it's beautiful because you get to see different things that we don't really get to post, okay? And tier 2, those are the bomb-ass workshops from 2020, okay? Those workshops were so good. So we do have a tier 2, and that represents all of the old 2020 workshops. And tier 3 is where you find us, and this is where we do our sip and spell with the Latina Sanderson sisters. We collectively come together as sisters. We come together as brujas, and we each one teach one, because we're always learning even from within each other.
Yeah.
And the best part with that tier 3 is that you have access to all 3 tiers. That's number 1. And number 2, the best part is that we will be able to now show you how we continue the spell work or the craft, whatever we do for the workshop. You'll be able to see behind the scenes on how we are still working, manifesting those workshops. So yeah, come join us at the Latina Sanderson Sip and Spill Patreon. It's so much fun. I enjoy it. I really do.
And there's a tier for all price, or all like price levels. So our lowest tier is, what's our lowest tier?
25.
Our lowest tier is 25.
Yeah, tier 1 is 25, and that is like the inside of us, you know, our little bubble. We let you in our little bubble.
Right.
So you'll see like our the inside of our houses, our kids, you know, those things that we don't share publicly will be the Patreon. Tier 2 is $35, and those are the 2020 workshops. Tier 3 is $65, but you get a 3-hour class, bonus material list that's already posted on there, and you get access to the other 2 tiers.
And you also get to join our live classrooms.
Our live classroom. So you get to be live in our classroom. We construct, we create all together. Not only are we facilitating, but we're actually, like how Nina is, she's painting, and she crafted through the whole show, and that's that's basically how we do our workshops. But while we're crafting and putting our thing together, we're giving out information about what we're doing and how to do it, or, you know, however you feel. We're not pushing anybody, our ideals onto anybody. We're just teaching ways on how us as individuals, because all 3 of us are doing something different. It's not the same.
We're all solitary eclectic practitioners, and we respect and also expect for everybody to follow their own journey as well, and not feel you know, we're just here to inspire you guys and to teach you what we know, and by all means you are more than welcome to take it and make it your own. It's kind of like a recipe. We show you how we make you know,
basic ingredients, right?
Our rice, how we make our arroz. You go ahead and you add whatever it is that you want to add to it.
That's right.
Yeah, so well, and then you guys can find me on Mondays at T4C, on Facebook at House of Spiritual Vibes LLC. And every Monday I do T4C, Tarot for Contributions. And every Monday I also come out with a suggested question for the week. if you guys would like to see what the question is going to be for next Monday, you guys can find me at House of Spiritual Vibes LLC on Facebook. Be sure to follow, be sure to like. That way you guys can get alerts when I post the suggested reading for the week. You guys will get an alert saying, this is what the suggested reading is, and then you guys can get it. So that is it. You guys.
No.
Oh no, that ain't it. I bring it back.
Look at you, listen.
Bring it back. All right, that ain't it, because Witches Ball tickets are up for sale. We actually only have I think there's like maybe 20 something tickets left. So that's that, and once they're gone, and that's it. So if you guys would like to join for the Witches Ball, the tickets are on on Ticket Taylor, and I have the link up on all of the Facebook pages, so you guys can actually find the link with the details for the Witches Ball. There is an event on Facebook for the Witches Ball as well, the Chicago Witches Ball, 5th annual. And then we have our Witches Expo coming up on the 27th of this month. So I invite you guys to come and check out the expo. It's going to be at Schiller Park Comfort Suites in O'Hare. So you guys can find us there at the expo. I have amazing vendors that are going to be coming through. I want to say I got close to 30 vendors. So you guys are going to want to come and check it out. I have another event July 25th, which is going to be another Witchcraft Expo. So I am still open and looking for more vendors if you guys are out there wanting to participate. If you have never vended before, it's okay, because I have a Patreon where I actually offer videos on different ideas of how you can get started with your vending business. So yeah, I think that's it, right? And then we what else?
A Witchmas. Yeah, we have a Witchmas coming up. This is a virtual event where we did last year because we couldn't congregate because of COVID for the Witches Ball. We decided to call it Witchmas.
Yeah.
And so we got together. This takes place in December. I don't think we have a date set, do we? I'm not too sure. But it's in December, and this is a virtual event. We'll have games, prizes, and it's so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun.
I was just looking at Chimo's
Chimo
got a flirty face over there. Is that Cheeky walking around there? Yeah, showing his arms. I seen his arm earlier. I'm looking at Chimo and she got that flirty face, biting her lip and everything. I'm like, oh, okay.
Got the eyebrows going.
I know. Did you see her? Yeah. She looked like that. Who's that actress from I Like It Like That? The actress? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it like
that. Yeah, that's right. Yes, you nailed it.
Yes.
That was funny.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Koya said better stop, Nina, or I'm gonna go mess.
Start giving you the
yeah, she'll start. I'll be like
She'll put her camera on. She'll put her camera on.
I know.
Like, I'll be right back, guys.
Right. Okay, so I think that's it then, you guys. So we should probably get off of here so we can get to our class.
Yay.
I think that's it, right? That's all we have to. That's all the announcements.
Yeah, that's it. Just
we
utilize this energy. We got a lot going on. Yeah, utilize these energy spaces, y'all. That's pretty much the deal.
Yeah.
Next week we have a wonderful topic coming up, so stay tuned for that post. Okay? Yes, that's gonna be a good one too. So yeah, I think that's about it then, sis.
All right. Well, that is it for today then, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your continued love and support. And we will see you guys at the next show. Divine blessings to you today, tomorrow, and always. Ache. Good night, you guys.
Bye.
Bye.